Tonight, you might be surrounded by people, a packed train, a busy office, a group chat that never stops buzzing. And yet something feels hollow. But the real answer is far stranger than simple sadness. Your brain is not built for crowds. It is built for a tribe of about 50 people. Anything past that number, and something inside you quietly starts to short-circuit. Why would evolution do that to you? For most of human history, you never met a stranger. Every face you saw belonged to someone you had known your entire life. Your grandmother's face, your cousin's laugh, the particular walk of the man who shared your fire. There were no crowds of unfamiliar people. There was only the group, and the group was survival. The anthropologist Robin Dunbar spent years studying primate brains and human social circles. He found a striking pattern. The size of a primate's neocortex predicts the size of its social group. For humans, that number lands around 150 people. Not a coincidence, a biological ceiling. Your brain has a hard limit on how many relationships it can track with real depth, real trust, real belonging. Now think about your phone. Hundreds of contacts, thousands of followers, a feed of faces that scrolls faster than your ancestors saw in an entire lifetime. Your brain tries to process all of it the same way it processed the tribe. It cannot. So it starts to strip away meaning. Familiar starts to feel foreign. Contact starts to feel empty. This is where the strangeness deepens. Loneliness was never designed to punish you for being alone. It was designed to alert you when you were disconnected from your specific tribe. Hunger tells your body it needs food. Thirst tells your body it needs water. Loneliness tells your body it needs its people. Real ones. Known ones. Not an audience. The psychologist John Cacioppo, who spent decades researching the biology of loneliness, described it as an evolved warning signal, not unlike physical pain. In his research, chronically lonely people showed elevated cortisol, disrupted sleep, and immune systems that behaved as if under constant low-grade threat. Your ancestors who felt that ache and rejoined the group survived longer. The ones who ignored it did not. So the ache became permanent. It became you. Here is the twist. A crowd of strangers can trigger that same ancient alarm, but louder and with nowhere to go. You are among people, yet none of them are your 50. None of them know your history. None of them would notice if you disappeared for 3 days. Your body reads that absence of true bonds as danger, even while your eyes are reading a room full of faces. Have you ever left a party feeling more drained than when you arrived? That is not social exhaustion in the way people describe it. That is your nervous system searching 100 strangers for the specific chemical and emotional signals of belonging, and coming up empty again and again. Searching costs energy. Emptiness costs more. There is a deeper layer still. Modern life has replaced tribal proximity with something your brain has never evolved to interpret correctly: constant partial contact. A text without a voice, a like without a glance, a video call without a shared fire. Your nervous system evolved to read safety through smell, touch, tone, and shared effort. Hunting together, cooking together, sitting in silence together. Screens deliver faces without any of that. The brain half recognizes connection and half detects its absence. That tension is exhausting in a way solitude never was. The researcher Julianne Holt-Lunstad, working decades after Cacioppo, analyzed data from over 300,000 people and found something sobering. Weak social connection carried a mortality risk comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day, comparable to obesity, comparable to physical inactivity. Your ancestors were never wrong to fear isolation. Your body still keeps that fear alive, even in rooms full of people who technically surround you. So why does a crowd feel lonelier than an empty room? Because an empty room offers no false promise. A crowd whispers that connection should be here, right here, so close you could reach out and touch it. And still your body cannot find it. That gap between expected closeness and actual closeness is where the ache lives. Consider your ancestors around a fire at night. 50 faces. Every one of them known by scent, by voice, by years of shared hardship. No stranger ever sat in that circle uninvited. Every person there had proven, through seasons of hunting and healing and raising children together, that they belonged to you and you to them. That is the baseline your brain still measures every room against. No wonder a subway car full of strangers cannot compete. This does not mean modern connection is fake. It means your brain is still using an ancient measuring stick, one built for small numbers and deep history, not for crowds and constant novelty. When you feel that hollow ache in a room full of people, you are not broken, and you are not overly sensitive. You are a Stone Age nervous system trying to make sense of a world that generates thousands of faces a week when it was built to know maybe a few hundred in an entire lifetime. There is something almost tender in that. Your loneliness is not a flaw. It is proof that somewhere deep in your biology, you still remember what real belonging is supposed to feel like. It has not been erased by cities or screens or crowded rooms. It is simply waiting for the kind of closeness your ancestors had. Few people, deeply known, chosen, again and again, around the same fire. So the next time a crowded room leaves you feeling strangely hollow, you can stop asking what is wrong with you. Ask instead how many of the faces around you actually know your story. That number, not the size of the room, is the one your body has been counting all along. Tonight, you might be surrounded by people. But the real question was never how many faces you can count. It was always how many of them would still be sitting beside you if the fire went out.